From the Dust, a Dystopian Novel, Ember Society Book 1. Written by A.R. Colbert. Narrated by Jennifer Groberg. Chapter 1. I had to be selected as a healer. My brother's life depended on it. It's not that he was sick or dying. Not yet, anyway. But I'd been sensing something shifting within him for several weeks, feeling his discontentment grow, and I needed to provide a way for us to get closer to the center before the outside pulled him away forever. The ground vibrated beneath me before the rumble of his oversized engine reached my ears. Closing my eyes, I took in a deep lungful of the fresh air surrounding me and stood to brush the dirt and grass from my backside. With one final glance at the pond, the only place I was really able to clear my mind, I turned toward the sanitation headquarters to greet my older sibling. The enormous, dirty green and white truck pulled slowly through the chain-link gates, blowing up dust from the gravel lot as it rolled through. Cato's buddies clung to the rear handles, taking the bumps in stride as they hollered across the back of the truck at each other with grins and chuckles. I couldn't help but feel a small sense of pride as I watched him navigate the giant vehicle through the parking lot. Cato may have been selected as a worker, but he was one of the few citizens of New America who had been taught to drive. There was something to be said for that. The pond was about 2 blocks away from his parking lot. Ever since the weather warmed up again after our brutal winter, I had been coming down to my spot after school each day. The number of free afternoons I had was dwindling, and I was determined to spend as many of them at the pond as I could, thinking and praying about the future as I looked out over the gentle ripples moving across the water's otherwise glassy surface. Tomorrow those afternoons would come to an end. I'd sit to take the aptitude test and discover where my natural skills and talents would place me in society. The Department of Career Development would make their selections, and I would officially complete my primary education. My free afternoons would be replaced with my new job, or if I was lucky, with an additional 2 years of specialized training. All healers had to begin with an additional 2 years of education, and I just had to be selected as a healer. I made my way up the worn asphalt road, away from the pond and toward my brother. He and his crew said their goodbyes as they each headed home for the evening. One by one, Cato's co-workers exited the gravel lot and turned the corner back toward their homes in the borough. I waited by the road until Cato was the only person left. My nerves were on edge about the exam tomorrow, and I really...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?